There's been fully laden semi-trailers washed off at this crossing here. The current is so strong. And through, but you'll see on this sign here it says, "Do not enter the water," meters away from where he was. And anyway, they rushed out of the water and watched the croc. The croc just floated around there for a while, then the croc submerged again, and he walked back out and went fishing again.
What?
And you just can't seem to tell people that the croc you can see is quite safe for them. If you can't see it, you're in trouble. Or you can be in trouble.
Gee, that's scary. They disappear overnight. What do you reckon?
Oh, well, you'll find that 9 times out of 10 when there's croc attacks, I would say that alcohol's involved some. But just this side here on our right hand side, crocs are around here all the time. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Arnhem Land. We're now in Arnhem Land. You'll notice a distinct change in the environment. And believe you me, this road in Arnhem Land is very, very good. Should you go on up, we turn off and go to the escarpment rock you can see ahead of us, and over to the right, that is in Kuyu. And right over there on the right hand side where you see those trees, that line of trees, that's where we'll be going for lunch today. To the Kuyu Billabong. Beautiful sandy beach. Nice clear Billabong. There's only one thing you can't do. That's right, swim. You can't swim there. Big crocodiles there. I've seen 3 to 4 metre, and I saw one 5 metre croc there one day. Which is this billabong you can see just up here ahead of us. Of bird life around the place here. There's also rock art in here. But we'll just go in. But as you can see, there's a great big flock of pelicans down the whistling kite. And he'll probably take... Tell you how many crocodiles are in the Northern Territory. I tell people, don't put your big toe in any water outside your bathtub. And check that before you get in. That gives you some indication of how many crocs are around. And over the other side of that Cannon Hill is another red lily billabong. Much bigger than this place. There's a croc down there. In the water. There.
Black backs and white wings and white necks. What are they?
Whistling duck.
They're
Yeah, Aboriginal people. Oh.
Oh, they do work for it?
Yes, they got to work for it. They don't get the money dished out to them. Yeah, we're at the moment. It got caught. And the periods of art, how it's been dated, is they have what they call pre-estuarine period. And that's before the salt water was all up. Yeah, they're mostly the things that they hunted, because what Aboriginal people done when they went and hunted in the morning, and they'd come back to these places like this, sit here while the heat of the day goes over, and go out hunting again in the evening or a late afternoon. And what they used to draw up here was the things that they caught. Fish and different types of fish, mullet, Saratoga, barramundi, catfish, guana, a long-necked turtle, snakes you'd see sometimes up there. But all that sort of thing was drawn here. And one of the stories I was told by some of the elders around here was that it ensured, if they drew up there what they caught, and it was usually done actual size, that it ensured that that species would reproduce and go, sort of carry on. Now you see it's worked real good. A lot of fish still around, isn't there?
Yeah.
A lot of fish. Right, folks. If anyone's very interesting, there's also big grind holes up here. You can see on this flat rock up here. And in there is where the take. It could be the same rock, but they're we used to leave a lot of rocks, or there was a lot of rocks at different sites like that, and they've over the period of time they've disappeared.
Would there be a different size rock with a different size holes, or would they just use the same kind of rock?
No, they're different size rocks. You'll find that rock will probably fit perfectly into a couple of those holes there. Yeah, but no, the rocks fitted the holes, and that's what they usually were left there with that particular hole. So the next whoever come along next, they could use it.
So what bones are these prehistoric monsters?
And most of this type of art that you see here, see the arms bent back, legs are bent back. That's what you call sorcery art. And the big lumps you see on the joints is called maya, or sickness. Mostly beef for the local community, and maybe a little goes into Jabiru also. Up here on the left-hand side, you'll see the termite farm. Looks like a termite farm, doesn't it? All in that one spot. On our right hand side and ahead of us there, they see that great big escarpment rock over there. That's called business. That's where women. And the centre that's down in front of that rock on the community there is called the Injaluk Centre. Police station on our left. Most of these buildings and that on our right-hand side, the ones over the back, they're the big warehouse type things. They're built with CDP because the CDP train people in there and also have people do their time when they're working in there. On the right-hand side up here is the supermarket. As you can see. Now what usually happens, ladies and gentlemen, is the men sit down on the left-hand side there, and I can see a few there, so they are painting. We'll go in there and have a look. Mix them with resins and saps from the natural trees, but they weren't real permanent. They used to crack a lot of them. They don't make money, they just get paid for the artwork they do, but the centre in there, they put a small commission on it so they can cover costs.
Yeah. Do they sell on their work? Centre?
Get them down to small threads like you see those ones right over there, and they go out, or they usually collect the things that they colour them with, the root from the rotten cheese fruit tree.
So most of them sort of learn to read and write.
Read and write, yeah.
As you say, if they want to grow up and be somebody like you, they've got
Well,
to have a certain...
it was taught, I mean, when I went to school in Queensland, and my dad and my mum said, you know, you have to work in this life. So I learned to work and learned to earn money. I was working pretty high up. I went to Canberra, worked for 9 years. And while I was down there, I won a scholarship and did my degree.
They had a thing on the ABC about
Aboriginals dogs and that. It's quite interesting. They've always had dogs, so I'm not sure.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as we leave the beautiful Gumbalanya. So there we are, Bobo. That art that we saw that was on that we're there. Jacob's though. Another one down around the corner there. There's also a foot down there. Now, Jacob's hand, when we were up here doing our orientation, the question was asked, said, Jacob, why are they all those fancy designs on it? And a couple of the guys thought, oh, it might have been that era when women were socialised and they wore gloves. They had nice lace gloves and everything, and they had intricate designs on them. And Jacob said, no. He said, it looks good. The only reason they put it on is it looks good. But yeah, you can see all that around there. Here you see these white dots here, beeswax. That's all with beeswax. And you can see a lot of these areas are covered with the red ochre and been painted over, and you can see the other art starting to show through it, come through a lot of it. Here, there's a figure here, I don't know if most of you can see it, there's great big lumps on each arm, so he's got six somehow, it's not sorcery art. Now, it's a white man. Do you know how I know it's a white man? Aboriginal people, in the early days here, when they used to hunt and gather, they used to be fascinated when the white man came here by how he could make his hands disappear. Drawn like that with the hand. And they're drawn with boots on. This one you can see he's got boots. Now I know that's a white man. And he's a sick white man too, because he's got those things. But you can see all the other art here. Most, like I've told you before, most of this deep red ochre stuff, and people have asked, well, why can't we see the fires? Because, well, the ash from the fires. In the wet season, up in that area there, water rushes out onto the floodplain. So any ash and anything is here. No. They use the shelters here in the wet season also, but this is a ceremonial shelter.